Greetings. Thanks for coming back and watching this. If you watched the last video where I was talking from the Long Beach airport, you saw me point my camera down towards a guitar case. It's not this guitar, but we'll get to this and the other one. What it was my dad's guitar that he sent me home with. My dad unfortunately has Alzheimer's. I can never say it correctly. Alzheimer's. Sounds like Alzheimer's. But it's a bummer, of course. He's starting to forget things, especially short-term stuff. But he, a few months ago, hit me up and asked me to take home his gear, which is not much. It's like some pedals, an amp that I loaned him years ago, and acoustic and electric. So not much. And it was kind of a weird conversation because I thought, well, this is the kind of stuff I wouldn't expect to take or have until one day when he's gone, right? So yeah, weird conversation, kind of bittersweet, but he was insistent and he was very lucid. And it mainly has to do with the fact that he just doesn't really play. Unfortunately, you know, it's tough for him for his kind of brain to communicate with his hand. So he'll go and play something, it's early, sorry. That's a pretty good lick, right? So he'll play something and then kind of just stop, like, and then he'll kind of get frustrated. It's like, no, he's got to keep going. Or whatever, right? And so yeah, he doesn't really play much anymore, unfortunately. So he was like, I want you to take the Guild D25 home. And it's a very sentimental guitar to me. Probably the most sentimental guitar that exists in my world. And the reason for that is that, my dad bought it brand new. He bought it before I was born in 72. He might have bought it in 73, either way. It was the first guitar that I ever picked up, that I ever learned a chord on, that I ever took to a guitar lesson, because my dad would teach me like on the weekends, and then I would take lessons at a place called Coast Music. That's where I bought like my first decent amp. I think I bought my guitar there too, my first Squire 2. I was like my first okay guitar, and then I finally got a Telly, which was good. And this was my first good acoustic. I had an Ovation before this. And anyways, so yeah, that Guild that I'll show you here momentarily has always been very special to me, very sentimental. And to have that guitar here in Nashville now is kind of blowing my mind. Like, I've played it just about every day since I've been home for the last 2 weeks from the Switchfoot tour. And my intention is to, obviously I'm going to write on it, record with it, because it sounds great. I want to take it on the road, but I'm going to take it to my buddy Patrick today to just have him do a full look over on it. I can do some guitar work, but I'm no luthier. So my buddy Patrick at New Vintage Music here he's in Madison, just barely north of Nashville. He's going to take a look at it for me. I just want to know what I'm looking at here. Like, I have a fear that it needs a neck reset, which isn't cheap. And my only indication of that, which I'll show you in a sec, is that the action's kind of high, halfway up the fretboard, around the 12th to 15th fret. And the bridge is shaved down super low. So that's usually an indication that it needs a neck reset, but we'll see what he says. It might still have plenty of years left in it before that needs to happen. It still plays great and stuff. But anyways, this guitar, I wanted a brown looking Guild back then. I didn't know or care probably what mahogany was, but this is all mahogany. It's got like an arch back on it, which is cool for extra low end. And I got this at a place called Mission Music in Mission Viejo, California. Both of those shops were there where we used to live. And I saw this thing and it looked close enough to my dad's, and I was like, that's the one I want. And you can get these for so cheap. It's pretty wild. Same with my dad's all the 70s ones. I've looked on Reverb as of this week and seen ones that have sold for anywhere from $700 to like $1,200, which $1,200 might be a lot for some people. I understand that. It is for me. But you can still that's considered affordable for a vintage, really well made, great playing guitar. Great sounding guitar too. These just, I don't know how well that translates over a GoPro camera microphone, but they've always recorded well and played well, and I've turned a few friends on to buying like 70s and 80s Guild acoustics. So anyways, that's the reason I bought this. So this guitar has always been very special to me because I always kind of felt like there was my dad's guitar, and this is like the son of my dad's guitar, even though it's a different model. Here's the crazy thing. it was listed as a 1974 D25. And so I thought, this is so close to what my dad had. Now looking at them side by side, I'm like, yeah, they're totally different guitars. When I was, 17, 18 when I got this, I was late high school, if I remember right. I just thought it was the closest thing to what he had. Turns out it's an 86, not even close to 74, and it's a D15M. But these are also great Guild acoustics if you ever come across one. But they're so cool. Anyways, to the main guitar at hand. This is what was in the case. Let me get my screen back on so I can see what I'm looking at here. Oh yeah. So this is what was in the case when I was sitting at the Long Beach airport right before I came home. This is my dad's 1972 Guild D25, and it is a beautiful mahogany guitar. I've only really ever owned mahogany acoustic, so I mean I have another Guild, like a newer one that has like a spruce top, I guess, mahogany back, whatever. It's fine. This is far superior. It sounds way better. For some reason, this is a louder guitar too. I don't know what it is. That one, it's the same size body. It has an arch back, which is probably more for low end. This one's flat. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just the wood, the specific type of mahogany. Maybe it's because it's older. I don't know. It's just louder. But yeah, it's pretty wild to have this thing in my possession now. I cannot believe it. My dad's really happy that I have it. Like I've asked him numerous times, like, are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? He's like, yes, please take it. Like I never touch it. So it's been fun. I've actually been doing like a little photo project. My dad doesn't watch YouTube. He's not going to see this. I've been doing a little photo project where I've been taking this to different friends of mine that play guitar and letting them play it and then photographing them. And I thought it'd be fun to make like a photo book of just a bunch of different people playing his old guitar. It would make him really happy to see it getting used and played and loved and all that stuff. So if you hear any weird noises, my cat just jumped into her litter box, so you might hear some sounds. But anyways, yeah, this was a very emotional thing to bring home. When my sister and my dad dropped me off at the airport in Long Beach, saying goodbye to him and carrying this into the airport in his old case, the same case he's had since, it still has the little decal on the inside. This is the House of Strings, Long Beach, California. This is where he bought this and the case. So it was very emotional, like walking to the airport, sitting down and just looking over and just seeing this case that I remember from being a kid. My first memories of a guitar at all was this guitar and this 335 that unfortunately my dad sold. I wish he still had that. It's in Nashville though, and I have contacted the owner. So maybe one day I'll have it, but they're worth a lot of money now. I can't afford it, but we'll see. But this is the most important guitar that my dad ever owned to me. So nothing can replace this. This is like the holy grail of acoustics for me, and I'm very honored to take it and continue to play it and make music on it the way that my dad did. I mean, you can see, most likely, you can probably see like the wear and tear on this neck. I mean, it's clear that he really, really played this thing and loved this thing. Like, look on the inside there, you can tell just, a lot of the lacquer. I guess this would have been like, not poly, but probably, they call it nitro. I'm guessing, I don't know. Some belt buckle rash there, which is cool. There's a lot of wear and tear around the sound hole. You can see where he probably rested his pinky or one of his fingers to finger pick. Either that or he started doing some crazy picking down here just to make it really like, I don't know. Maybe that's where, I don't know, maybe he picked down there. He probably doesn't remember, But anyways, just want to do a quick video on this thing. Hope y'all enjoy what I'm putting out here. I'm going to keep doing it. The next video is a camping video. It's going to be fun. Myself and a few friends are going to go camping. It's more of a glamping thing, like there's space heaters that are going to be brought to the campsite. So it's getting like to 35 tonight. But I would bring this to play around the campfire, you know, kumbaya and stuff. But too cold to bring this thing outside. I don't want to mess with it. So, anyways, thanks for watching. And if you're a guitar player, go try to find a 70s or 80s D25 or D15. They're very affordable and probably need minimal work. And they will bless your musical life. And I'm just excited anytime anybody gets a cool guitar in general and wants to get into music. So if you're out there and want to learn, plenty of resources right here on YouTube. You can even just look up lessons. It's not ideal, you know, in person is the best way to learn, I think. But people don't have the luxury to afford lessons, and there's free resources out there, or you can just get on YouTube and try to find like beginner guitar lesson videos. But anyways, that's about it. Hope you all have a good week. See you next time.